morning, guys. It's Sunday, and I think it's like the 17th or 18th here of April, and I want to apologize. It is 6:45 in the morning. We'll take a look. Let's see what time it is. Let's make sure. I know you guys all like this. Right there, it's 6:45 in the morning. Now put your tongues back away and your eyeballs back away. I forgot to show you Dan's 37 Ford car all painted. I got carried away here. I'm up early. Sunday's kind of my day. I want to work on my shit. I don't want to be dealing with customers and all that kind of bullshit. But I told Dan I'd drag the car out to his place, and he lives a good hour and a half away from me, so I had to get up early in the morning. And of course, I'm loading the car, and then I'm like, oh my god, I forgot to do the video. So here we go. I apologize, it's on the car trailer. But anyway, we're going to show you Dan's 37. There she is. Now, the car is not finished, obviously, as you can see. Dan was on a budget. And his budget, what he needed to do is he said, I need to finish the wiring, I need to put the chrome on, I need to put the hood on, the glass, the interior. He's ordered wheels and tires. He's going to finish the car off. But we did the body work, we did all the welding, we bolted the fenders on for him, because you know that's kind of a big job to bolt a fender on by yourself. You almost need two people to do that, pretty certain. So here it is. He went back the original Washington blue. He's going to go with a chrome wheel with a wide white, so these wheels just avoid the look of those wheels. Again, he has a small block, a little Chevy 327 with tri-power in there. I recessed all the firewall back in there for him so the motor would fit nicely, and I tried to make it so it wasn't too noticeable. If you can see back in there, I tried to keep the rib lines across the back. I didn't want to start cutting way back in there and making it look like a mess, right? This is the original grill from 1937. Look at the shape that in. That is not a repop. If you look very, very carefully, it's got little wee bit of pitting, but whatever. We got in there, we got all the, we got the welting put up in the fenders there. So, I mean, that's all done for him. He has to finish it off across here because the hood sides go on there, so he has to finish that off. Now, this was not a block. Dave did not block this car. Dan, again, was on a budget. He said, just get it as straight as you can with the machine. There you go, take a look at that. And it's just single stage. This is not base coat, clear coat. Again, we saved him some money. We just went single stage paint. Obviously, the rumble seat lid Dan will be putting on. Now, when this car came in, we did the complete floors. They were gone. I did all of this. If you remember, go back in my videos. I welded all these in here. Dan brought me all those. Inside the inner wheel well patches, which you can't see anymore, they were all rotted out, and I repaired those. Put the exhaust on it. What else can I say? Got it up and running for him because it was not running. Changed the diff out. Changed a bunch of stuff suspension wise for him here and there. Started the wiring. We wired it so the car runs, the gauges are hooked up, all that kind of stuff. But like I say, obviously you can see the wiring laying around the carburetor up in there. That's the wiring that Dan's got to run down the sides and hook up into his headlights and park lights and whatever he's got going on. And he's quite capable of doing that himself. He's ordered up all the original interior from, I think it's Labani. So he's going to go with the original interior on it. So he's basically kept the car looking stock on the outside. It is lowered down a little bit. And he's running the 327. It's still got the old wishbones underneath there, and the dropped axle, and the juice brakes. It's still got all that. It does have a Mustang 8-inch in the back. But we're very happy how it turned out. Dan has got the rest of the parts at home. It's got a nice shine to it. Dan's going to have to clean up the running boards and that. When he gets at home, he can buff them up and stuff like that. I don't know what he wants to do there, whether he's going to bring out the old deadly Armor All, or you get some rubber treatment and you can clean them up a lot better. A lot of people don't like Armor All, right? But there it is, one 1937 Ford Ragtop. You do not see these cars very often. Now, Dan's car, his dad bought this car back in the 60s. Dan's dad has owned this car since the 60s, and back then, I believe he said it had I think I've done the video on it, it had a Buick Nailhead in it back then, and it was black with a white top, and even the running boards were done in white. They were upholstered in white. So it was kind of an old hot rod around British Columbia here back in the 60s. Wasn't a show car, wasn't in magazines, but it was an old hot rod. And Dan's dad hung on to it forever and gave it to Dan. And here we are, the thing's been sitting in the garage since 1960, and now it's back on the road. So I really want to thank Dan. I appreciate the fact that he let me do this car, that he brought it to us, that he trusted us with this, and it's just awesome. So that's great. So there you go, guys. There it is. Couple last little shots here in the early morning before I strap her down and get the hell into town with it and get her unloaded and hopefully get back here by 10 a.m. in the morning and work on my own stuff. It's going to be a beautiful day today. Perfect day to take this car to him. I think Dan's going to be so excited. He's going to be able to open his garage doors, play his 50s rock and roll, grab himself a Coca-Cola and a glass bottle rather than a beer, I hope, and sit back and enjoy his car and work on it. So hey, remember guys, it's always a good time at Old Time. We'll try to do our best for you. And thanks for subscribing. Check out our for sale items. We still got lots of stuff on oldtimegarage.ca. There's still lots of t-shirts and decals for sure on there. I know there is. We're going to be getting some more other stuff later on, maybe in a few months. And that's about it. And big thumbs up. And we'll see you next time. And we'll post some pictures up right now and show you the car a little bit before and after. Thank you.